So, willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Baldurs geht 3. Wir haben in der letzten Folge den guten Gale noch hochgelevelt. So.
Welcome back, Devil Slayer. What can I do for you?
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Tja, der ist auch nicht schlecht.
Alright, what now?
Das ist das hier.
Shrine within the city, located in the Storm Shore Tabernacle, if my memory serves me.
Do whatever you need to, but I shan't be paying my respects to any of the gods on show.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
Ihr schuldet ihr nicht mal einen Fingernagel. Sie hat von euch verlangt, euch selbst in die Luft zu jagen.
Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Wisst ihr schon, was ihr sagen wollt?
During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm gonna have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Ihr nehmt mich nicht mit euch?
The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone.
Gebt gar nichts preis, hört euch nur an, was sie zu sagen hat.
You'd make a fine 3-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3-dragon ante. I'll let Mistress show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Oh je.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time.
Wie fühlt ihr euch, wo es jetzt vollbracht ist?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place, and, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
Weil ihr den Idioten gespielt habt und auch den Preis dafür bezahlt habt.
As always, I endeavor to be invigorated by your candor, rather than eviscerated by it. Blunt, as your summation is, it's correct. I dared to call myself an archmage while acting the apprentice. The hallmarks of a most excellent idiot, unfortunately. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus.
Wollt ihr das?
Perhaps. I see few other options open to me. If I ever want to reclaim those parts of myself the orb snatched away. If I ever want to be me again.
Das ist ziemlich schwierig. Wenn sie die Krone wollen, müssen wir das Ältestengehirn quasi unterwerfen, oder? Im ersten Playthrough haben wir sie ja getötet, wir haben sie vernichtet. Ihr seid ein großer Mann, Gale, mit oder ohne die Kugel.
I'll have to disagree with you there. Having not one but two parasitic entities within your body does very little for one's faith in one's personality. Still, I should take the compliment with the same generosity it was given, so thank you. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an elder brain to get to. Shall we?
Ich weiß nicht, wie ich diesen Effekt von ihm wegbekomme. Wir sind verflucht, vielleicht müssen wir einen Fluch brechen, Zauber wirken. Haben wir so einen Zauber?
Divine protectors of Baldurs Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics.
Nö.
Bless them with the strength to endure and the courage to resist.
No rest
So
for the
we-
wicked, I see. Can't give up now. What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of I'll be here.
Far from me to judge Gale for playing coy with Mistra, but I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it. As you wish. The work is never done.
Let's get going.
We stand with you and for you.
Vortash is a visionary, sure enough. I can think of a thing or two. Yeah, this edition looks better than ever.
Better than ever.
Oh, jetzt mal weiter in den nächsten Stadtteil.
say anything about the horrible presence of the city of chaos.
Exactly.
Would you rather be stabbed in the dark or decapitated?
I can sneak into it. Security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
This is the palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls Astarion mentioned.
Einschüchtern noch ein Wort von euch und ihr fliegt von diesem Turm.
She pauses for a moment, but keeps her mouth shut. It seems you're free to enter.
Digga, was man hier auf einen Ausblick hat, ne?
Maybe I need more pockets.
Keep a blade close. Easy.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Well, that's suspiciously welcoming.
Warte mal rein in die Olga.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest.
Versuchen den Text auf der Tür zu lesen. Tja, daran sind wir schon mal absolut scheiße.
The writing means nothing to you.
There's writing like this all over the palace. Some old, probably dead language of Cazador's. We were strictly forbidden from learning it.
Ja, wir wissen ja, was wir machen müssen.
What now? Should be easy.
That's curious.
So, Schlüssel zum Privatzimmer.
Whatever killed this werewolf burned it up from the inside. Its throat and innards are more liquid than solid.
Grashaus. Ach so, das ist ein Bild.
The door is bound by some charm. I cannot tell what kind.
It'll be over soon.
The woman's eyes are alert, verging on manic as she bustles about.
Everything's got to be right for the master. Everything's got to be perfect.
Behold! One of Cazador's cheapest tricks. An illusionary wall. Behind it is the kennel.
For an ambush.
So you've come home, little one. And come to visit Godie in your old kennel.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Godie, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Godie.
Täuschen nicht. Cazador hat mich damit beauftragt, Astarion zu fangen. Ich bin hier, um ihn abzuliefern.
But you're too late to see the master. The doors are sealed. He will not be disturbed.
Doors can be unsealed. Do you have the key?
Perhaps. But the master ordered the doors closed until he was finished. Godie will not open them for anyone, much less for you.
Euer Meister braucht Astarion für das Ritual. Er wird außer sich sein, wenn ihr uns nicht zu ihm lasst. Tja, reingeschossen.
The master will not be disobeyed. You will not open that door.
Dann musst du sterben. Idiot.
The engravings on the ring match the language on that strange door. I still can't read it though.
This is where the spawn were kept. When we were getting neither the carrot nor the stick.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Das ist die Waffe, die solche Geräusche macht.
At your command. That sting will linger.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Die alte schon verreckt direkt. Tja, was war die ja nicht wieder?
What's hiding here?
What in the hell is happening here? I entertained our guests here until Cassidy appeared and took them away. But I never saw anything like this. Whatever happened to that girl, it wasn't good.
I've seen this
Also die Besitzung.
inscribed on the Tsar's signet, I think.
Let's crack it open.
No one's stopped me yet.
Everything must be perfect.
door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kosakuran script from the dictionary you found.
Den Star-Siegelring gegen die Vertiefung drücken und die Tür in Schrift laut vorlesen.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
Diesmal werden wir aus dem Cazador Hackfleisch machen. Im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Cazador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the Master's scent. Come with us. Come to Master.
Excuse me? I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
One-Shot, Alter. Der ist doch einfach verschlossen.
It's hot in here. Want another?
Sie fliegt aufs Maul.
Time for some bloody work.
Und wir fliegen aufs Maul.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Ist das blöd, dass wir jetzt ausgesperrt wurden?
Call and I answer.
No time to rest.
Das muss ich doch irgendwie öffnen lassen.
Let us show them how it's done.
Oh, super.
What to do?
Oh, jetzt ist sie wieder hier, sehr gut. Immerhin.
Let's march.
Coolo.
Let's move.
Stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years. But it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him.
In die Tiefen des Palasts hinabsteigen.
What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features the ring slot.
Das Tagebuch von Cazador Sars hält fest, wo seine Brutlinge sich aufhalten und was sie tun. Besondere Aufmerksamkeit kommt dabei Astarion zu. Jeder Befehl, jedes Versagen, jede Strafe werden mit kalter Berechnung festgehalten, nur die jüngsten Einträge scheinen ein wenig Emotionen aufzuweisen. Astarion ist heute Nacht nicht von seiner Jagd zurückgekehrt. Goody in Kenntnis gesetzt, er wird die Zange bereithalten, wenn der Knabe sich wieder blicken lässt. Noch immer nicht aufgetaucht, ich sollte mich nicht wundern. Der Knabe war schon immer störrisch, doch gerade jetzt einfach zu verschwinden, wo wir so gut wie fertig sind, unerhört selbst für ihn. Ich habe die Brut losgeschickt, sie werden ihn finden und nach Hause bringen und dann werde ich ihn dafür schreien lassen. Tage sind vergangen und er ist noch immer verschwunden. Selbst die schlimmsten Schmerzen konnten seine Brüder und Schwestern nicht motivieren, ihn zu finden. Baldurs Tor scheint ihn verschluckt zu haben. Ich suche nun auch weiter entfernt, doch außerhalb der Stadt ist mein Einfluss begrenzt. Währenddessen wird die Jagd hier fortgesetzt. Daliria und Petras kehrten von der heutigen Jagd zurück und überschlugen sich förmlich gegenseitig mit der Meldung, dass sie ihn in Würmbrügge gesehen hätten. Ihre Geschichte klang aberwitzig, doch sie sind sich sicher, Astarion im Licht der Sonne stehend, willens und fähig, sich mir zu widersetzen, unvorstellbar. Jetzt ist er offenbar vor einem bloßen Ärgernis zu einer Belastung geworden. Aber ich werde seinen Willen schon brechen, er wird nach Hause kommen, seinen Platz bei den anderen hier einnehmen und seinen Zweck erfüllen. Meine Brutlinge enttäuschen mich, Astarion ist nicht zu finden, ich werde schon noch bekommen, was mir gehört.
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
Ja, das war ja hier, wo wir ein bisschen was über die Vergangenheit von den Cazador rausgefunden haben, über die Regeln. Die Erinnerungen des Schädels bleiben und senken sich über dich waschen
The
lassen.
skull is all that remains of the vampire Velios. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
Weisheit, dich auf die Erinnerung konzentrieren, was ist Veliots erste Lektion?
Veliot's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
Dich auf die Erinnerung konzentrieren, was ist Veliots zweite Lektion?
distracted by an errant thought, and loose Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
Dich auf die Erinnerung konzentrieren, was ist Velioths dritte Lektion?
Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Even his precious
Tja. Wäre ja schon geil, wenn sie neue Rassen und so mit reinbringen würden, ne? Auch neue Möglichkeiten, Werwolf zu werden, Vampir. Das wäre schon sehr geil. Aber das sind ja wirklich hardcore-mäßige Regeln. Brutalität, Geduld. Wie er sogar mit ansehen muss, wie sein Freund ausgesaugt wurde von Cazador, während er zuschauen musste. Sekundos, wir müssen hier auch noch runter, ne? Das war hier.
What a day.
Oh, und hier haben wir ja den Säbel. Den Rapier. Nicht Säbel, Rapier. Und hier kann man wieder nicht graben. Passiert nichts. The fuck, Alter. Alles klar. So, nicht immer Sinne sind wir in der Kanalisation. Der andere Weg. So, da sind wir wieder.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Shouldn't have wished to live more interesting times.
Just like the door to the ballroom
So,
upstairs.
wir wieder Ring benutzen.
The ring slot. Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Götter, diese armen Leute.
Disgusting. Cazador never fed on wretches like this. How did they get here? What is Cazador doing with them? I should have guessed there was more to it than Raphael would ever have told.
You? I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
Enden alle eure Liebhaber so?
Don't. Not now. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
Astarion antworten lassen.
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone.
Wir werden euch befreien.
Free. We'll never be free while that monster lives.
That's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible.
Wir finden einen Weg.
What happens to us?
Das hängt von euch ab. Könnt ihr euren Hunger kontrollieren?
I don't know.
Trust me when I say I know the feeling. But you can resist the urge.
Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
Tja, nächste Folge stellen wir Cazador. Und vorher reden wir dann noch mit Astarion. Ich danke euch fürs Zuschauen, bis zur nächsten Folge, haut rein, euer VaultGamerYT, ciao.